All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at cosine, and we're going to take a look at it in radians. So we're going to do all of our transformations here. So we have a lot of things going on. We have amplitudes, we have phase shifts. It's this guy right here. We have vertical shifts right here with the +2, and we have a period change with x over 2. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I always think about my starting point or my middle point right here at 0, 0. So from there, I know I'm going to have to go up 2. So I'm going to call this 1 and this -1. So we're going to go up 1 and 2. And because I have this pi over 4 and it's minus, and remember inside the parentheses this is backwards. So if I do minus pi over 4, that means I'm going to go to the right pi over 4. And pi over 4 is right here. So I have to go over and right there. So this is going to be my middle. And let's go ahead and just mark it out. And now I'm going to take a look, and what's my amplitude? Well, my amplitude, the number in front of here is -1. So 1's my amplitude, so I'm going to have to go down 1. And I'm also going to have to go up 1. All right. So now we have all of our lines laid out, and let's go ahead and do it. So first thing we know is we are going to start here. That's where we want to start. But we know that cosine starts at its maximum, which would normally be up here, but because it's a -1, it's going to start at its minimum. So I'm going to start right here. And I guess I could even use a different colored pen. So I want to start right here. Now we have to figure out our period, because we don't get to go on as normal. So to figure out period, what I have to do is 2 pi divided by, and over here, this is the same thing as 1/2 x. So instead of that, what we're going to do is, our b is 1/2, so we're going to divide by 1/2, which is the same as multiplying by 2, and I equal 4 pi. So it means my period is going to be 4 pi. And now what I need to do is I need to figure out my important parts, so I divide this by 4 equals pi. So now what I'm going to do is I just have to keep going over pi. So I'm starting at pi over 4. That's my start. And then I'm going to have to add pi. So pi plus pi over 4 will equal 5 pi over 4. So what we have to do is, my next point of interest is going to be 5 pi over 4. It's right here. And with cosine, that first quarter, we hit our middle point. And then we have to go from that point, 5 pi over 4. So this one right here goes here. And we're going to add our next quarter, and we're going to see what happens there. We add pi, and that's going to be, pi, so we could think about this as 4 pi over 4, so it equals 9 pi over 4. It's actually going to be a little bit past 2 pi, right? So we'll say it's right here, and we know it goes to its maximum at that point. So it's going to go there. And if we kept going, we'd see that it would start to come back down now, because cosine goes up and then it goes back down. So it's just one complete curve. And that's pretty much it. Now, I could also go the other way now. So could I go 1 pi to the left? I could. So what we could do here is, if we wanted to go to the left, we could say pi over 4 minus pi. And that would become 3 pi over 4. Negative 3 pi over 4, excuse me. And so we would go over here, and this is going to be our next point, and we know that we go from our bottom to our middle. And then I could go over 4. I'm going to just do a quick trick here. I know that 4 lines equals pi, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to just go over 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up, and there we go. I got my sine curve, and it's going to go down this way and down this way. So this is how we do it. We figure out our start, we figure out our amplitude, and we mark out our middle, our max, and our min. And then we figure out our period, and then we kind of go from there. So I hope this helps, and good luck on your homework.